In this video, we're going to learn about conditional statements. Conditional statements are really just a way to choose which block of code you want to run. And the goal of our program is going to be to have this cat say hooray if it wins a game and say bummer if it doesn't win a game. So let's go ahead and create this program, which is going to start when we click on the green flag. And we need a game, right? And our game, let's just create a weird game coin. It's a coin with 10 faces. So it's a little bit of a strange coin. And this coin is only going to be visible to our sprite. No need to make a global variable. Okay. And this game coin gets set to a random value that is between 1 and 10. And based on this value, we're going to say hooray or bummer. Alright, so what we would like to do is basically say hooray or say bummer. Okay. And just for us, so that we actually know what random value was picked, let's also say the value of this random variable for 2 seconds at the very beginning. Okay, so first let's look at what we can do in terms of conditional statements. So there's two types of conditional statements. There's if and there's if-else. If I use if, so this tells us that if something happens, if this condition is met, then say hooray. And now we just need to fill in this part, which is the statement. So if this statement is correct, say hooray. And our statement here takes a Boolean operator. And so what we want to do is say, well, if this game coin is smaller than 5, then we're going to go ahead and say hooray. Let's do that. So we flip the coin, it says 10. It's not smaller than 5, so this is false. So we never run this block of code. Let's do it again. Again, we're not going to run the block of code. Here we have a 2. So this time we're going to say hooray because this statement is true, and so we can run this block of code within the conditional statement. Okay, now let's say that we don't just want to test if something is true, but we want to say, well, if it's true, then run this block of code, and if it's false, then say bummer. So let's use a different type of conditional statement called if-else. And the way to read this is, if the game coin is smaller than 5, then say hooray, otherwise say bummer. And if I run this now, we flipped a 9, and so we're going to say bummer. Let's do it again. Again, this one's bigger than 5, so we're going to say bummer. And this time we have a 2, so we're going to say hooray.